welcome back to my channel. So today I am actually going to be doing a hair tutorial for you guys, which it has been so long. I don't even remember when I had done one. I just watched the one with my best friend Chad from forever ago, and I was like, I just want to get back into the hair game. The first part is going to be how I properly blow dry my hair and the steps and tricks that I have for you guys to achieve a good blowout. And I also have a curling tutorial for you to get this style right here. It's that beachy wave, super kind of effortless and flowy but fun. So if you guys are interested in seeing how to achieve this look right here, or just get a nice blowout or curl your hair the right way, keep on watching. And that is all. All right, let's go. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be showing you how I do a blowout on myself. What I want to do is first prep my hair. So I did obviously wash it, as you can tell, which is why it's wet. I always use Lanza, and I've been using the Healing Blonde line, which I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This is the Blonde Rescue, so this is what you would put in after, kind of like a leave-in conditioner almost. So I use this, and then I also use the Neem Plant Silk Serum, which I really, really love. This stuff has been helping my hair get its curl and length and volume back. It's awesome. I recommend it a lot for all of my curly haired clients, because this has really, really changed the game for me. So I just combined those in my hands, warmed it up a little because it helps when you do that to get it to push into the cuticle more. And then I'm just working it throughout my hair. Now these things will help with frizz, but I also use the Olaplex No.6, which I have mine upside down because this stuff is thick. I love it though. My hair always looks so, so smooth. I have natural frizz with my curl, which I'm sure plenty of you guys know out there if you have that curl. And when you're blow drying it, it tends to just frizz out where you feel like you have to load it with more product. So this stuff is really nice because you don't have to do that when you're done blow drying. You have a really nice, clean, sleek palette, or canvas, I guess I should say, to work with. So again, the same thing, I'm just dispersing this throughout my hair. I mainly try to focus this one at my ends because that tends to be where they frizz out the most. I'm gonna go in with my blow dryer now, and I'm gonna take this nozzle off. I'm gonna get my hair about 70% dry, and then we'll start sectioning it out to actually blow dry it out. So here we go. Okay, also, while you're doing this part, I just wanted to say that you guys should be kind of going back and forth in different motions with your hair, like this. This helps to create nice volume throughout your hair evenly, and then when you go into style, you can obviously create more volume where you want to see it, but this will give you that initial lift that you're wanting to see. Okay, so now that I have my hair kind of where I want it to be, with my curliness, I do kind of keep it a little bit more damp. Usually they say that you should go about 90% dry and then blow dry it out. I would probably recommend that more so for my fine, thin-haired clients, or people out there, just because I think that will help to retain your volume a little bit more. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in just a little bit so that way you can kind of see the technique and things that I do while I'm blow drying my hair. I like to section my hair out in all of the sections that I'm going to do before I start. That way I can just easily pop the clip out and go into my next section without feeling like I have to turn off my blow dryer. So usually I take a smaller section on top because this is where I try to focus the majority of my volume and everything. Especially with my curtain bangs, I like to be able to control that a little bit more. And then for my back, I'm just going from the top of the ear and kind of down a little bit and then back. That way this is like a medium-sized section, and this is a little bit to give it that nice lift up when I'm round brushing it. Next, I'm going to be putting on this concentrating nozzle. Now what this is going to do is just help the airflow go where you want it to rather than having this off and it kind of just dispersing everywhere. That's why you want to rough dry it before you go in and blow dry it, and then when you use this also helps to lock and seal the cuticle down. So what you want to do is always make sure you're blow drying down, because if you're going up, you're pushing air up, and that's also making the cuticle fray, which will cause you to have more frizz and things like that in the future. Okay, so now your hair is dry. You would think, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to style. You have one more step that is gonna help lock in your shine, but also to seal down your cuticle and stop frizz from happening, but also keep your hair super healthy. Because when your cuticle is open from heat, that's allowing more things like pollution from our air and light and all of this other stuff to penetrate deeper into your cuticle and causing more harm. So what you want to do is turn your blow dryer back on and go to your cool setting, and you're just going to want to set the hair with cool airflow to lock and seal your cuticle down to help with the shine and the frizz. Alright, so see how that got that to lay a little bit nice and smoother? It doesn't look as frizzy at my ends, and you just have that kind of effortless flow through your hair and that shine. It just looks healthy. So that is how you properly blow dry your hair. Let me tell you, it is a godsend, and I've been getting so many compliments on my hair recently. People think that you did something completely different, like got a color or cut or something, and all it was a 10-minute blowout. Let's move into curling. So curling. I use this Conair 1 1¼ inch barrel. I am going to section out my hair just like I had done previously for blow drying. Same thing, it's just easier this way. The reason that I do this is because after, 5 years of doing hair, you kind of get curling down to a T, and I can get my curling done pretty quick. I have my level setting on about 19. Never use the highest setting. I know everyone does. It's just in us to turn it all the way up. That's for like stubborn hair. And honestly, I have never ran into somebody where I've had to use the highest setting before as they were sitting in my chair. It's just not healthy. I mean, you guys can literally fry off your hair. With my back section right here, my bottom section, it's usually pretty small compared to my other two sections. What I like to do is split that. I like to split that kind of down the middle here. And then when I'm facing you guys, what I do is section those sections that I just did, and I take the back one first, going in with the curling iron here. You're gonna wanna twist it around like you're just curling your hair. And then when you get all the way around, drop that piece out of the curling iron and continue to spin. And then when you're at the end, just kind of pull out, which I know you guys can't really tell on that one. I also rotate the way that I do my curl pattern, so that way I'm achieving more volume and I feel like it gives my hair more movement. So again, I'm taking it and wrapping it around. Now I'm fully around. I want to drop that piece out, spin again, pull down, drop, and then pull the rest of it just straight out. That gives you that nice flat bottom. And then if it's too tight, like this one is a little bit too tight, it's still hot right now, pull it out a little to help loosen that out, and that's gonna give you that nice wave. Okay, now once I'm done, I'm just gonna leave it there. I am gonna spray it so that way it kind of holds in place. This is the Lanza Brush Through Hairspray, so that way when I am ready to brush out my curls to give that nice wave, it's not gonna be like hard or rip through my hair or anything. This stuff also smells like Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's amazing. So again, with my next section, I just split it down the middle. It's just easier for me to do my hair that way. And then I take mini sections. And as you guys could tell, I don't really hold the curling iron there for too long. The heat is warm enough that as you're kind of spinning and going, it's getting it. I let it hold for about 3 to 5 seconds and then drop it and pull it out. This way I'm not overdoing my hair, but also it doesn't need a lot of heat because we're not trying to get it to be a super tight curl. We just want it to hold in place for a minute. That way when we brush it out, we get that nice wave. You might hear my cat. I don't know what's going on with her, but she loves to talk when nobody is paying her attention. Now, because I have curtain bangs, I love to do that kind of 70s vibe and go away from my face. I do try to give it a little bit more volume once I get towards the top of my head too, just because I like the way that looks. That's just my style. Okay, so the top section. I go straight down the middle because that's where I part my hair, and I just separate it. And then once I get to about right here, I actually take all this hair and go back with it. I feel like this kind of gives my hair a little bit more volume I'm wanting to see. So I start back here just because I have a harder time. And with these pieces, I like to create more volume, so I tend to go up to the scalp and do this first, and then go in and do my curling. This way I have a little bit more volume on top. Yeah, that's just what I do. I still rotate the way that I'm curling, but I always go in at the top and just kind of give it a little bounce right there. So I have that nice volume all throughout. Now, there are some pieces in here I'm noticing that are straight. I don't mind leaving those pieces, to be honest with you, because I feel like that creates a little bit more texture throughout the hair, giving it a little bit more of that PC kind of wavy vibe. But everyone's different. So now in my bang area, when I'm up in here, I try to go away from the face with everything, quite honestly. That way I'm getting that nice, like I said, 70s kind of vibe. And once again, when I'm up here in this area, I try to give it as much volume as I can. So that way you kind of get that effortless push back that you see with the curtain bangs. How they kind of go like this. Okay, so once again, I'm going in, we're just spraying everything. Now I'm gonna let it sit for a second. I can definitely feel that this side is a little bit hot. But I definitely recommend a wider tooth comb. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Something like this, or the Wow brush. The Wow brush is amazing because it has a little spoolie on it that helps it to spin down so it doesn't get caught in your hair if your hair tends to tangle, just because that's what your hair is. So I'm gonna turn around here and show you guys from the back, brushing it out. And the side. So it definitely gets rid of that like full-on curl. As I go throughout my day, it kind of intertwines with each other, so you do get that nice kind of flow through your hair, and it will curl up a little bit. But see how the bangs kind of get that nice volume in there? Ooh. That is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my blow dry and curling tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments what else you guys would like to see. That is it. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.